Hi folks, Joe G here with Masshole e-bikes and drones. Hope you're having a great day today. Today I have the Potensic Atom 2 drone and I want to take a look at a brand new feature that's been added to it with a recent software update. It is the Waypoint feature. So let's take a look at that on the screen. I will show you a Waypoint mission that I've already set up, and I will then show you how I went about creating that. And then hopefully what I want to do is show you the drone flying the Waypoint mission so you can see just how cool a feature it is. So let's take a look at the screen right now. You can see that currently I am in the Fly More or Fly Now setting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click on the GPS map showing my location. Okay. Now, if you take a look over at the left-hand side of the screen, you will see what looks like a squiggly line between two points. That is your icon for using the Waypoint feature. So you want to go ahead and click on that. Okay. Now, before I do that, let me just show you the Waypoint mission that I've already created and that I will show you afterwards that I fly. So there you can see on the GPS map, you can see that I have waypoints set up. You'll also notice that I have a point of interest selected. And what I did was I had the drone fly its mission while focusing on my point of interest, and it came out to create a really nice cinematic view of a farmhouse which is located right up the street from me. So it's a really cool feature, and one of the really neat things about creating a Waypoint mission is that I can go out and I can fly this now anytime I want to. So for example, when I created this, it was cold, it was snowy, we're in winter right now. I could do this exact same flight pattern in the future, in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall. And then I could create a seasonal montage of my point of interest. It could also be used, say, if you were building a house and you wanted to track the daily or the weekly progression of your house being built. You could create the Waypoint mission to go around your house, and then you could have it do the same mission once a week, and you could actually then create a nice video showing the progression of your house being built. So something like that, it's really useful for. And I know that a lot of creators use Waypoint missions in creating their videos. So anyways, this is the Waypoint mission that I've already created. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and show you now how I did that. So let's go back to, let's say, we're going to keep it, and I'll just say save. Okay, and I'm going to create pretty much the same thing. All right, so what I do first is I create my waypoints. So to do that, all you have to do is tap the screen with your finger, and you will see the waypoints pop up. So let me make sure I'm on that again. Okay, click here. So let's see, right about here, right about here. Let's see, I had a fourth one right about there. And then I believe my fifth one was something like that. So that's how I basically create my waypoints. This is showing you the flight path that the drone is going to take. Okay. Now, what I'm doing with this Waypoint mission is I'm focusing on my point of interest, which is the farmhouse. So I'm going to go into point of interest now, and I'm going to select the farmhouse as my point of interest. So let me move that over just a little bit. So now as the drone is flying, I'm going to basically set it to focus on my point of interest. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to click on the Link Waypoints button or menu feature that you see over here. Okay, and I'm going to basically hit Select All. Now you can see that all 5 of my waypoints are set up so that the camera of the drone is going to stay focused on my point of interest. So even though the drone is going to be flying in different directions, the entire time it's going to have its camera focused on the farmhouse. And you can see that on the GPS screen. If you look at the different waypoints, you'll notice that there's a little arrow icon on each of them, and you can see that they're all now pointed at my point of interest. Okay, now I should note that you could actually have more than one point of interest, and you could have different waypoint locations point to different points of interest. But for the sake of keeping this simple, I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, now I'm going to set some of the parameters for the waypoints themselves. Okay, so I'm going to actually click on waypoint 1, the first one, and I'm going to look at some of the features that I can modify. In terms of the camera, it's already set to start recording. That's actually what I wanted to do. I wanted to start recording when it is at location 1. So I'm going to leave that the way it is. I could pick some other options, as you can see, but I'm going to leave it at start recording. Okay. In terms of the altitude, right now all of the waypoints are set for 164 feet. I would like it to be a little bit lower than that, so I'm going to actually lower it down to about 120 feet. Okay. And again, I basically want this to be the height for most of my waypoints. So for now, I'm going to hit apply to all, and I'm going to confirm it. And now if you look at the GPS map, you'll see that all 5 waypoints are set for 121 feet. Okay, so what else can I do? What do I want the heading to be? The speed, rather. The global speed, 16.4 feet per second. I'm just going to leave that as it is. Okay. In terms of the heading, you can see that I've already selected point of interest when I was in the point of interest menu, and that's what I wanted to do. Basically, what that's telling you is that the camera is going to stay focused on my point of interest. So I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm not going to mess with any of the other features, the gimbal tilt, the zoom, or the hover. I'm going to leave those alone. And so now my first location is all set, okay? And actually, because I hit apply to all, my other locations should pretty much say the same thing, okay? With the exception of the camera feature, it's just going to keep filming as it goes through its waypoint mission, okay? The only thing that I do think I'm going to change is location 5, okay? And when it gets to location 5, when it finally gets to the last location, I do want the camera to stop recording. So I'm going to select stop recording. That's going to end the waypoint mission and end the video. The other thing I'm probably going to change is the altitude. So as it goes between location 4 and 5, what I want the drone to do is, as it's backing up and looking at the farmhouse, I want it to rise in elevation so that you get a better look at the overall property. So I think I'm going to raise that up to about 300 feet. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at about that height. Okay, so now I have my waypoint mission set the way I want it to be. Okay, it's very close to the one that I've already created. So I'm going to go back to the main menu, and now I'm going to hit this icon right up here, and I'm going to save my waypoint mission. So once you get into this screen, what you want to do is to hit this little pencil icon, and you want to give it a name. So right now it's untitled. I'm going to call it Farmhouse Video 2, just because I've already created one. But anyways, I say OK, and I say save. Now that's saved in my remote controller. I can go out in another 3 or 4 months I can open up the Waypoint icon, and I can select this Waypoint mission, and the drone will fly the exact same mission, and it will record the farmhouse in the springtime. So anyways, that's what's really cool about Waypoints. It's a really cool feature that's been added to the Potensic Atom 2 drone. If you haven't already updated the software, you might want to go ahead into your remote and also turn on your drone and update both so that they have this feature. And if you don't already have the Potensic Atom 2, but you're considering getting it, this is just one more option that's been offered that makes the Potensic Atom 2 a really nice, viable option for a sub 250 gram drone. Everything I've done so far with this drone is proven that it is an excellent little drone, and I do actually recommend it if you're looking for a sub 250 gram drone that is not the large brand that is currently having troubles here in the United States. So anyways, why don't we take this outside, and I will show you the Waypoint mission that I've already created, and you can see exactly what it does. Okay, so now we have the drone outside, and it is flying the Waypoint mission. Okay, when you want to fly your Waypoint mission, all you have to do is select the Waypoint icon and select go, and then confirm it, and your drone will take off and fly its mission. So right now I'm not doing anything. I am just literally looking at the screen and watching the drone as it completes its mission. Okay, and you can see that the drone is following the path that I created for it, but at the same time it's keeping the farmhouse mostly centered, and it's giving it a nice cinematic look to this video. Okay, now one thing that I do wish that this feature had that some other drones have is when it flies from one waypoint to the next, it basically goes in a straight line. So right here you're going to see it take a sharp right hand turn, and what I would like it to do is after you put in the waypoints, I wish that it would create more of a curved path. That way, rather than coming to a stop at the waypoint, it would just sort of keep going in a circular path. I think that would give it a more cinematic look overall, but perhaps that's something that they will add to the Waypoints feature in a future update. So we'll see about that. But anyways, it's still a really cool feature that they've added to this drone, and like I said, it will allow you to save it, and you can go out and fly this exact same mission at a later date. So right now the drone has passed 3 of the 5 waypoints. It is coming up onto the 4th location. Okay, again, it is keeping the farmhouse mostly centered. You can definitely tell that that is the point of interest, and as it backs away, it's going to get to location 4, and then what I have the drone doing is backing up, and at the same time it's going to rise in elevation to about 300 feet to give a nice overview of the entire property. So anyways, this is the Waypoint mission that I created. It's something that you can do. It's very easy. Just play around with it and take it out and try it, and I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, if you could do me a favor and give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks folks, I hope you have a great day.